When classifying 2D figures, sometimes you have to label the shapes in order to show different attributes of them. Now remember, attributes are like the size of the shape, congruent sides, right angles, if they have parallel lines, different things that can describe that shape. So to show that a shape has congruent sides, you will use a dash on the line to show which side is congruent with which. So for example, in this rectangle, I know that this side and this side are both congruent, meaning they are both equal, they are the same size. However, the other two sides of this rectangle are not the same size as the ones I have already labeled. So therefore, I'm going to draw two lines on that one to show that these sides are congruent, but they're congruent with each other. So the two lines will match up to show which sides are congruent. So for the square, I know that all sides of a square are the same. So I'm going to draw one dash on each side to represent them all being equal. For parallel, we draw arrows. Now, it is the same thing as with congruent sides, how if there are two sides that are parallel, you start with one arrow. And then if there are two other sides that are parallel that are not parallel with the original two, you would draw two arrows. So whichever one you need to do for your figure. So watch as I show an example. So on this rectangle, again, the top and the bottom are parallel with each other, meaning if their lines continue to go, they would not intersect with each other. But I know that the left and right side of that rectangle are not parallel with the top and bottom. They are actually perpendicular, but they are parallel with each other. So I would draw two arrows to show that these two are parallel, but they are not parallel with the other sides, but they match up together. Same thing for the square. I would draw one on these two because they are parallel together, and then I would draw two on these sides because they are parallel together. Finally, you would label right angles. Now with a right angle, you put a little square in the corner to show that it is a 90-degree angle. And that's how you label 2D figures.